Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, I'm Catherine. I'm going to try and make something out of this. This, I liked that it said time traveler on it. And it was in a packet of some nice little papers, I believe, or they could have been stickers. I can't recall now. From a sample box that I received very generously from your creative studio. So I believe the back of it was long because it was in one of those plastic clear cellophane bags. And so I can tell I used scissors here to trim that. And I just thought, I can make something out of this. And so I've chosen a few things that I thought might be interesting to put on it. But first we have to get it ready. I can still see a little bit of the old writing here. So I think I left it there just in case I needed the room. But I think I can lose that. Now I'm just going to make it a little flatter so it's not too bulky. I think what my goal is, notice I keep saying I think, because who knows, my goal is to make a top tab that will stick out the top of the book and leave this side long so that it can be an up-tuck spot. So whether this side has enough room, I don't think it will have enough room to be an up-tuck spot. You know what? I think I have someone who needs to go out for a little, I think she needs to powder her nose. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, success. So my first thing is I do want to take off that little tiny bit that you could still see of the writing. I like the shape of this. I think I want to bring it in a bit. So I'm going to just take a little bit off each end. Yeah, maybe about that much. I'm going to eyeball it and hope for the best. I don't mind that when I pressed it down, it kind of roughed it up. That's what we like, right? So, I need paper. For inking on. These are things that I'm thinking about adding. Ink. Now I've got to decide what color. Normally my go-to is coffee. I know because this is already dark, I need something darker. So I think I'm going to go with Acorn. And do some pre-inking, because you never know when you're going to get a chance to ink again. definitely needed acorn. Coffee never would have shown up on paper this color. So this is going to go into roundabout papers. And I think it might be one of the last things that goes in before it's ready to go. I don't have a lot of time today. I have, little miss has a hair appointment. The dog gets more hair appointments than I do. So there is some writing here that I do want to cover up. And I've been told, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I always want to be respectful. If you do not know whether it is Japanese, Chinese, Korean, if you don't know which language it is, that Asian is the proper term to use for similar writing. So that is the term I will use until I'm told otherwise. I thought I wanted just that number 1. I wanted a number, but I think I'm going to go with this. This came from, also came from Your Creative Studio. So I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to use scissors. These are so tiny. And I'm not sure whether this is, I need to keep closer. I'm not sure whether these are stickers or if it's paper. Guess I should have tried. Oh well. Cold out where I am. Today I'm going to put a little bit of red on both sides because I'm not sure where that cuts. So we will just cut it there. It's our choice, right? Cold out, but no snow. Fine with me. Snow is very romantic for the month of December, and then I've had enough. I like this exclusive here, so I'm going for it. This was off some slides I found. I believe it was at my weigh and pay out in Coburg. And it was back when people would buy slides of their vacation and then inflict it on their loved ones. I'm going to turn this. I seem to want to be working up there. So ignore the little foot of my tripod. Let's have some fun with this. I don't know if I'll use it or not. I'm just having fun, and we'll see. I mean, if you're a time traveler, you hopefully document your trip. All right, this was one of the first things that I started collecting out of books, when I would start gutting books and using covers and trying to make use of whatever was inside the text block. And this was from a story that took place at an airport in a Reader's Digest. I believe the Reader's Digest eventually became one of the solstice journals I made a couple of years back. I haven't done a solstice journal in ages. Anyhow, I just liked that it was time. So, and then this came from a book that I found on the history of photography. And I want this little clock. Again, will it get used? I don't know. So the little lady is going to get her hair done. It's a lovely woman in the town next to us. Who does a very nice job. Hubby and I make a lunch date out of it because there's a little pub right next door. So we book her appointment for around lunchtime. We go have lunch, and that's about how long it takes for her to have a bath and get all purdied up. I think eventually, and any dog groomers out there, don't laugh at me, but I think eventually I will begin attempting to trim her myself. I used to trim down our border collie. I liked her fur a little bit shorter than it was, and it didn't bother me to trim her down because I'm a licensed hairstylist, so electric clippers don't frighten me. I have specific clippers ready to go when I feel I'm ready for animal coats, because they do need to be sturdier than human hair, especially a thick coarse hair like a poodle, which Kirby has. Although she's not purebred, she's 3/4 poodle, and her fur, the little toss of the coin of the DNA coin, seems to have given her a mostly poodle coat of fur. And our groomer confirmed that she actually breeds purebred poodles, standard. But even she said, she goes, no, the DNA, you know what, You know how that works. It's like the roulette wheel. What you're going to get from your ancestors, what characteristics. And she said, no, your little girl here, she's got mostly the characteristics of a poodle coat. So I brush her. We keep her ears fluffy and we keep her tail fluffy and we keep the rest of her short, just for simplicity. See, I'm wondering if I want to stick that out a bit so that when it's on, it would be like that. Maybe I could even take the film off and it would just say Kodak. Then I could hang something off of there. We'll see. So we'll see. But I thought even for the first year or even 2 of her life, and I've always trimmed dog nails of our dogs, so that part doesn't bother me either. I just wanted her to learn her manners for getting a full grooming, which I know is very different than what I have done in the past. Especially my border collie was extremely well behaved. And this little girl is still quite, she still likes to test to see who's in charge. She sort of has this idea that maybe she could be in charge. So, anyhow, I thought it's a nice excuse to have lunch with my sweetie pie and support a small business, and it's good for Kirby. All right, I'm going to get some washi tape. So hold on. Okay. So I think I want this one. Oh, it's just gonna fit. Okay. And I want lots of red. Oh, and there's numbers on it. So I figure Michelle can teach her how to be polite in the bathtub. Plus, they have the high-powered blowout dryers, which I don't have. So, who knows? It could be that this is a forever thing, that I enjoy the break, that it's good for Kirby to be with someone else. We'll see. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've got some projects going on your desk. I certainly am already finding more time. This is a ticket from sorry, I'm thinking. Your creative studio. Oh my goodness, Catherine, it shouldn't be that hard. Exclusive. I don't know if I like that. I'm thinking of gluing this on, and I don't mind if it goes upside down on the other side. I was also thinking of this little sticker that I made, well, label that I made from my little Tim Hortons. No, I don't like it. No. That's something sideways. Again, I don't know if this is a sticker or not, but I'm just going to cut it up anyways. Because I don't want all of it. It's for a Dempsey fight. I just want this. Don't mind them sticking out over the edge. Time traveler, ticket to travel. Not sure if that is showing up. Let's go down a bit. There we go. I love the little clock there. Not sure I'll use that. Alright, I like this so far. Glue. I like the red. I want the red to show. Don't want to stick that on, but I know that some of the glue has overlapped, and that'll be all right because it'll dry eventually before I start. Finding its place in the journal. I want a number. I want red. I want a number. I want a number. Too big. That one might work. This is a nice red. This is the Fired Brick. Tim Holtz Fired Brick. I'm very fussy about my reds. So this is going this way. I'm going to make him go that way. Okay, I'm happy. Put you aside for now. Ah, jeepers. Ah. Thank you. Thank goodness it's not shiny like you know, 3-in-1. Boy, I'm really having... I think I need more caffeine today. Okay, I'm liking it. Oh, my little clock. Can't forget that little clock. I want to make sure that's nice and those edges are really, really dark. If I want you there, like that, I know there should be easier ways to do this. But that's going to be it. Just so I don't get glue everywhere. And it still squishes out. All right, happy with that. Move all this, move all this. And this side needs a little something more. Come on. Don't give me a hard time. I just want some color. 5 is my lucky number. But I want it a little grungier. Now, I wonder if it's a sticker. I think even if it is a sticker, I want to just leave it be and glue it on where I want it. Like that. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's move this. I'm going to come back again. There we go. Then I have to figure out where it's going to go in our little roundabouts, because this book is really, really, I've had a lot of fun with this book. There are things sticking out, sticking up. So what I tend to do is look and see where there is room for something this long. I can see here that I want that darker because it's going to stick up. see that already. So I'm just going to darken that up. You know me in pure white. In journals, I tend to only like it for snow in a newer, like a children's junk journal. So here we go again. I'm thinking I either want it along here or back in here. And maybe this is owned by a time traveler and they secretly don't necessarily want the world to know that their roundabout is roundabout the world through the ages. Ooh. There we go. I'm liking this. I'm liking this if I put it here. Could give myself room. Mind you, I've already got a hole here. I was thinking I could punch an eyelet in there and have something dangling. But it's got enough dangles off one side. I don't know whether I need any dangles off the top as well. Let's keep looking. I feel like I need a firm piece of paper. So not like this is too thin. I feel like it needs to be able to handle that heavy cardstock. None of those are it. Now I do have a file folder up here. I've already put a bit of lace right there. Where's the other side? Is the other side over here? There's the other side. Maybe the other side is a good spot for our time traveler. Oh yeah, I do like that. Okay, let me lie this down so you can see why I like it. I like that because this black is here from, I used up what was left of a file folder. It was a big file folder, legal size. So I cut it down to this. I had used some of it for other things because, you know, I use file folders for anything that needs a light cardstock backing. Yeah, I like that. Okay, it's going on here. And that way, it can handle. Come on. I didn't put my pin back in while I was fussing around. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to put the back on first. So I can see how high up it'll stick. I'd like it to stick up as far as I can get it. Hope that's showing. And then when I close it down, I only want to glue a minimal amount so that things can go underneath it, so it can be an uptuck, right? Let's put a little bit of, oh, not too much, just the top of that. There we go. Then, that way it can be a uptuck. Yes. And let's see. Yeah. I like it. Let me come down close again. So, if we open up, maybe she's the time traveler. And she's looking into the mirror and thinking, time to get going. This old guy, time to move on. Oh, because I did move him back here. There he is. He's enjoying his career. Maybe it's time for me to get going. That's what she might be thinking. So there we go. And there's our little uptuck spot. I really am at the point where I think I need to just, usually at this point, I'm not one for making tons of ephemera tags. I usually will stick little pieces of tea-dyed paper here and there. And then, as ever, I will send along pages from the book. Let's go back up again. Sorry, lots of movement today. There we go. I will send along pages from the book so that the new owner can have fun as well with the book. Maybe this is her as she's in her different lives, in her travels. Oh, that worked out really well, and I'm ever glad I saved that. And it's just hidden in there. So if anyone found the book, they would just think, oh, roundabout paper as well. It's probably full of a bunch of nonsense. Right? Right. Oh, I gotta do something with this. I thought I could just leave it loose, but obviously I can't leave it loose because it wants to keep bending. It is, I found roundabout in the dictionary. So it needs to get glued down somewhere. So I'm going to do that. All right, I thought you wouldn't see roundabout again until it was time for flip through, but we had a bit of fun together today. That's not something I usually do on camera. It usually makes me a little nervous. So that worked out fun. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care. I'm going to go take little Miss to get her hair done so she can look lovely and smell good. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.